Hello and welcome to Housing TV News at the top of the hour, coming to you from our studios in the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Fortune Omoyi. Our top stories. Atiku criticizes Tinubu over rising domestic borrowing. Now the news in detail. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has criticized the federal government over its continued domestic borrowing despite what he described as substantial revenue from high international crude oil prices. He questioned why the government has increased borrowing when oil earnings have reportedly exceeded the benchmark contained in the 2026 budget. In a statement issued by his media aide, Atiku said the government raised about 5 trillion naira from the domestic bond market in the first half of 2026, despite benefiting from an estimated 7.98 trillion naira in additional oil revenue generated by higher than projected crude prices. He called for greater transparency in the management of the excess earnings. The former presidential candidate argued that the combination of increased oil revenue, fuel subsidy removal, and continued borrowing raises questions about fiscal management. He urged the federal government to provide a full account of how the additional oil proceeds have been utilized and to strengthen public disclosure of government finances. Atiku also said that if elected in the future, his administration would adopt a rules-based fiscal framework to manage oil revenues, reduce unnecessary borrowing, and channel excess earnings into infrastructure, healthcare, education, and other productive sectors. The federal government has not yet issued an official response to his latest remarks. The federal government has come under scrutiny after allocating 962.83 billion naira in the 2026 budget for the procurement of sports utility vehicles and empowerment projects, despite growing concerns over rising public debt and increased borrowing. The allocation was highlighted in his analysis in the 2026 Appropriation Act by Civil Technology Organization, TECA. According to the analyst, 15.13 billion naira was earmarked for the purchase of 39 SUVs, while 947.7 billion naira was allocated to 2,579 empowerment projects. TACA noted that the combined amount exceeds the total budgetary allocations to 7 key federal ministries, including housing and urban development, industry, trade and investment, justice, women affairs, aviation and aerospace development, livestock development, and petroleum resources. The organization also raised concerns over transparency, stating that only 70 of 2,579 empowerment projects have clearly identified locations. It argued that the absence of implementation details could make it difficult for citizens and oversight agencies to monitor project execution and ensure accountability for public funds. The report comes as the federal government continues to expand its borrowing program to finance the 2026 budget. While TECA acknowledged the empowerment initiatives can promote economic development, it urged the government to improve transparency by providing clear project locations, identifiable beneficiaries, and measurable outcomes for all budgeted interventions. And that's all for now on the news at the top of the hour. For more news in the housing sector, do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Housing TV Africa, and also follow us on all our social media platforms. And you can also download the Housing TV mobile app and the free TV app on your Google Play Store or on your Apple Play Store to stay connected. Many thanks for watching. I am Fortune Omoyi. Bye for now.
Visit Housing TV Africa on YouTube and click on the subscribe button. Subscribe to Housing TV Africa to stay updated on latest happenings in Nigeria's housing sector. Follow our social media pages, like and share our posts on Facebook, Housing TV Africa, on Twitter, Housing TV Africa, Instagram, Housing TV Africa. Join the conversation and keep up with latest housing updates.